Hey guys, in today's video for Builder's Guide to Accounting, we'll be getting into Chapter 2. Chapter 2 is a very important chapter because it's going over percentage of completion. I will show you guys everything in that chapter. And if you're struggling with percentage of completion, I highly recommend to join my course. My course has a 48-minute video going over all the math you need to know for the test. It goes over every single math equation that you might see on the test. It's a great video. It even goes over math equations that aren't in books, because there is math equations that could be on the test that are not even in the contractor's manual. It's not in the Builder's Guide to Accounting. That's why it's so important to get a course when you're studying for this test. So I'll put the link down below to join the course. There's already a few people in there. It's a community of people. It's just not a regular course. It's people talking in there. It's people helping each other out and so much more. As always, for the freebie, if you go on the website and click freebie at the top, there'll be a 20-question practice exam for the Builder's Guide to Accounting. So download that, take the practice quiz, see what you're getting. Also, I forgot to mention there's a free WhatsApp study group. I'll put the number right here. Text me, I'll add you to the group. There's over 115 people in the group that are studying for the test. Totally free. Everyone shares information in there as well, so it's super good. Okay, let's get into Chapter 2, Accounting Methods. So the way you treat sales and recognize the income they generate is the foundation of any accounting system you adopt. The decision about when to book income creates problems for both the builder and the accountant. There are two accepted ways to record income: the percentage of completion method and the completed contract method. So that's a really important line right there. If they ask you what are the two accepted ways to record income, it's the percentage of completion and the completed contract method. We'll go over percentage of completion and completed contract method in this chapter as well. But contractors sometimes receive payments for work not yet performed or only partially completed. The portion of income above the degree of completion is said to be unearned in the accounting sense. It is not earned and should not be recorded as income until the work is completed. When you receive cash for work that's only partially complete, you have to separate out the unearned part of income and assign it to a special account. This is known as percentage of completion accounting. So right here's an example of percentage of completion. In the course, I go over this more in depth. Okay. Accountants handle situations like this by deferring the unearned income. Right here is an example as well. The following shows an accrual of unearned income. I go over this in the course as well. Most contractors and builders use the percentage of completion method for recording income. It's the only acceptable method for builders who have fairly large jobs in progress. Under percentage of completion accounting, your books reflect the effect of receiving payment either or after it's earned. Retainage serves two purposes. First, they serve to guarantee against unforeseeable problems with final completion of a project. The advantage of percentage of completion. This is important, and you have to know the advantage of percentage of completion. Right here is the income and its related costs, expenses, and profits are recognized and reported as the job progress. The term recognized refers to the accounting treatment of an amount. The disadvantage of the percentage of completion, and then read the disadvantages. And then right here is the money ratio. This is a very important ratio right here. Find the current percentage of completion by adding the total cost to date. So in the course, I go over how to use this ratio, and also they'll have questions that you have to figure out how to get the numbers to plug into this ratio. As simple as people make it seem, they're not going to be like, here's the cost to date, here's the estimated remaining cost of completion. They're going to make you work for that. They'll make you do math to actually get the cost to date and estimated remaining cost of completion. That's what I go over in my course. I show you examples of what are questions that they could give you on the test regarding percentage of completion, and I show you how to do the math to get the percentage of completion. Recognizing income by the completed contract accounting method has the advantage of exactness. There is no need to estimate the degree of completion because all income is recognized only when the job is 100% finished. You know what's weird? In the contractor's manual, if you read completed contract method in chapter 3, it says that completed contract method is recognized when you're like 98% complete. And here it says 100%, so there is difference between the contractor manual and the Builder's Guide to Accounting. It's a little weird. This method is almost always used for small jobs, one-time work, material sales, isolated minor contracts, and other job of short duration. You can only use completed contract accounting only when you complete a job within 2 years from a contract date, and only if your annual gross receipts are under 10 million. There are 3 major disadvantages of the completed contract method, and then they go over the 3 right here as well. Okay, moving on. A small builder specializing in residential repair work can use the completed contract method because nearly all work is of short duration, but if the type of work he performed begins to include larger duration jobs, he may have a good reason to adopt the percentage of completion method. Like many contractors, you'll probably want to use the percentage of completion method for long duration contracts and keep shorter jobs on a completed contract basis. Under percentage of completion accounting, all retainages are accrued income. Any prepaid income must be deferred. This is important right here. The unearned income accounts are assets. All right. Figure 2, you might want to read that as well. Okay, moving on. So asset accounts, liability accounts, income accounts. The accrual system is by far the most accurate. As an alternative to the accrual system, you can also keep your books on the cash method. The advantage to cash accounting is its simplicity. All right, and that is it for chapter 2. If you have any questions, you can message me on WhatsApp or email me down below. If you guys are interested in taking the course and have any other questions about it, you can email me down below. And as always, if you already purchased another course and you don't like how it's working out, message me. I'll make sure to work out a deal with you to get you into my course so we make sure that you pass this exam. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.